All right. Because large gatherings, including in-person graduations, had been prohibited due to COVID-19, our plan was to conduct graduation on July 18th in one of three ways, dependent on what would be safe and allowable at the time. An in-person graduation at Lions Stadium, a drive-by ceremony, or a completely virtual graduation. As you may know by now, Governor Greg Abbott unexpectedly announced this week that outdoor graduation ceremonies may now take place on or after May 29th. We want to celebrate our seniors, but we want to make sure that we are doing it in a way that is safe and allowable, that is safe and that complies with the restrictions that Governor has placed on these events. So myself, Barry Bacon, principal of Pride High School, and I have here with me Ethan Peters, principal of Pride High School. We just want to take this time to talk to you about graduation and what that might look like. So here's what we know. This permission that the governor has given is subject to change at any time. And as underlying public health conditions change, those permissions might change as well. Mr. Peters?
Which means all ceremonies at this point must be outdoors. Even though Pride High School's graduation is usually in the Go Pack, it would also need to be outdoors. We also must cap the number of total participants, including students, families, and staff. Therefore, to keep Lions Stadium at only 25% capacity, we would have to limit each Lockhart High School graduate to only 4 tickets per family member. Another 2 tickets per graduate could be issued for handicapped guests or those over 65, but those would also be available on a limited basis. However, for Pride High School, there will not be a limit of 4 tickets because we will still be able to maintain the recommended level of safety for social distancing because it is such a much smaller event for us. Any participating students or attending family members that have new or worsening signs of symptoms of possible COVID-19 must be excluded from the event.
We're also not allowed to do any rehearsals, so we would have to just go straight to the event when it's time to do it. All graduates and guests would have to remain 6 feet apart the whole time. Only members of the same household would be allowed to sit together in the stands, and then have to stay 6 feet away from any other families at all times. All employees, students, visitors, everyone at the event would be required to wear a cloth face covering. We'd have specific plans for arrival and departure so that we can manage people coming into the stadium and leaving the stadium to maintain social distancing. The ceremony under these conditions would look very different than what you're used to at a graduation.
Yeah, since the new announcement has come as a bit of a surprise to pretty much all of us, we are seeking your feedback on how to proceed. We haven't made any decisions yet. These are just possibilities of what we would have to do if we did graduation this way. But we want to hear from all you people first. Should we keep the plan to delay graduation until July 18th for Lockhart High School and July 21st for Pride High School in the hopes that restrictions will be less severe? We would still keep the 3 options open, which would be doing it in the stadium, doing a drive-by graduation, or a 100% virtual graduation based on the conditions at the time. Or should we take advantage of the new permissions that we just received and move the date up, which would be probably beginning of June, which is also subject to change, and have the 3 options in June? We could do the stadium graduation if the governor's restrictions in place. We could do a drive-by ceremony, or we could do 100% virtual graduation. If we did the graduation June 5th and 6th, then any kind of event for July 18th and 21st would be canceled. So please use the link in the comments to participate in a thought exchange to let us know what you think. It will be open until Sunday, this coming Sunday, May 10th till 11:59 p.m. When you click the link, you will have a chance to share your thoughts on this driving question. What are the things we should consider in planning the class of 2020 graduation as it relates to Governor Greg Abbott's guidelines?
It was great to talk to you guys today. Miss everybody. Really looking forward to seeing everybody's faces again, even if they are behind a cloth covering. So from Lockhart High School, thank you and see you soon.